Just the way I like it. The fire's warm, the beer's cold, and the salty snacks are salty. Well, we're away. I'm doing my South Australia backcountry trip. Sort of had a fair bit to organise. It's been very difficult to get away from work, but here we are, finally. I had a busy morning this morning in Mildura, last of the phone reception, so just sort of made a few calls, checked the emails, did a bit of banking, yada yada yada. It was after lunch before I got going. Come out through Wentworth and out through the back Wentworth Road there, and up the what's it called, I'll put it in the screen anyway, Cowchilla Road or something like that, and now I'm on the Morgan Mail Road, or about to hit the Morgan Mail Road. So yeah, a lot of mallee scrub out here. I'm surprised how much there is. I expected that we'd come across a bit of farmland, but there's no farmland out here, and we're only about halfway across between the Wentworth Road and the main Broken Hill Road, Silver City Highway. So yeah, interesting. But lovely country. But I've just pulled off the road in time to catch a bit of light. I got into camp last night in the dark, so but that was the beeline up to Mildura. I camped just short of Mildura. I got a spot there I stop at. So anyway, tonight we're going to camp and set up in the light. So here we are. Satay chicken tonight. Let me tell you people, if you come here to see a cooking show, you're in the wrong place, I can tell you. You are definitely in the wrong place. I've got the record in the Guinness Book of Records. If you look up the world's best cook, Steve Cordell is there. I'm it. So for me, a nice little pre-packaged satay chicken and fettuccine will do the job. Very, very nicely. If ever there was a good example of keep it simple stupid, this is it. I should start a cooking show. Keep it simple, stupid cooking. And now, as is tradition, a cup of tea and chocolate. Oh yeah, the heater's still got some life in it. Woo. Beautiful day out here. This is the Morganvale ruins. That car didn't make it, but I think I just might put the old Ranger over the pit and double check the oil, hey? That's pretty cool, isn't it? And a service pit here. Obviously this was a shed at some stage. Yeah, all formed up with proper rebate for a grate to go over the top. Some old Murray pine sheds around that would have had thatch over them originally, chicken wire and thatch, yeah. And brick rendered buildings. It's another Murray pine shed over there. Very interesting. Old Murray pine sheds, all Murray pine logs of course, which is very durable, lasts a long time, and they lay chicken wire, and you can just see the last remnants of the thatch over the top. Old thatched buildings, eh? Yeah, a bit of a shame it's not preserved, but there you go. A wild dog flare maybe. Look at all the bones. That's crazy. The amount of effort they've gone with these windows. This might have been the original homestead. More bones everywhere. Yeah, I'd say some wild dogs have made this, huh? There you go. But yeah, the effort that's gone into these windows. Crazy. How'd you like to do that fencing, eh? That'd get pretty boring. It's been going for probably 5 k's now. You know you're getting close to the Flinders Ranges when you're starting to get these big washouts. Real careful, they can have a real step down or a step up in them after recent rains. Look at old Roo just sitting there, he's not worried about us, enjoying the sun. Yeah, they can be really quite deep washouts and ruts in there that just from recent rain, so yeah. But we're into the hills now, so yeah. They've come up on us very quickly. Yeah, crazily quickly. It was only 20 minutes ago I first started seeing the first sign of the hills. And yeah, we're into them now. That's always good. I was going to go around the back from Arkaroola around to the Strzelecki track, but we won't be doing that now because that road is closed. That's alright. We'll head out through here and see where we end up. We might have to cut across through Bunner, so yeah, all good. stayed at Italoi Gap, I think it's called, last night. Yeah, sort of got down this end of town. I thought, no, I can't go on the Strzelecki track, I don't think. I wasn't going to risk it. So, yeah, we just camped in the national park here, and yeah, so I didn't have a fire last night, but I did catch up to a lovely couple named Alan and Joe. I think it was Joe, and yeah, lovely couple. But it's actually here where Aaron Williams made his first pair of boots. They had a bush camp out here during the Depression, and yeah, he started here. An old swaggy come through and stayed with them for a while, and they made pack saddles, and then they made a pair of boots, and away he went, and eventually moved back to Adelaide. But yeah, he dug a well with the Aboriginals here at Napabana, which we're about to go through. So yeah, very interesting sort of area, fascinating history. But yeah, beautiful camping in these bluffs. I love the Flinders Ranges. Happy to camp. It's pretty quiet at the moment, so happy to camp in the national park. I don't mind paying the fees, that's fine. Not something I'd normally do, but it's so quiet at the moment. There was only one other camper there, Alan and Joe, as I said. And, oh, lovely couple. I ended up sort of sitting there for a while and having a few beers with them. It was really nice. So yeah, but yeah, bed early and up early again, so we'll get on the road. Call these a flood ball. It's the debris the last flood provided. Can't light a fire with that. I don't know what's going on. Jeez, I might have made a fool of myself. Just the way I like it. The beer's cold, the fire's warm, and the salty snacks are salty. That was a good day. About 100 k's north of William Creek, 100 k's south of Unadilla now. Trip's been going well. Really the idea is to finish off the Unadilla track and end up at Marla, and then I'm going to jump on the bike and do a loop out into the South Australian Outback out further west. But the trip in the four-wheel drive was to come up through Wentworth Renmark Road and come up through Yunta and Alcunia. I was going to go onto the Strzelecki track, but that was closed. One side said it was closed, so I'm not sure about that. But anyway, we come up across through Napabana and came out at Lee Creek there and Copley, and yeah, had a nice bloody pint at Copley Bakery and just headed north up the Unadilla track through Maree and William Creek. A very good day. Seen a lot of country I haven't seen before, but been over some country that I have. So for me, that's what it's all about. I can't go too far off road. I tried already with the bike on the back, and the rack and roll moves around too much. But certainly I've been sticking to the roads and getting out into some of the back country, so it's been good. But finishing the Unadilla track was one of the things Unadilla track was one of the things I wanted to do on this trip. I wanted to cut through from the Renmark Road to Yunta. I've never been through there. There's a whole patch of country through there, which was really interesting. I must say I enjoyed that. And I've enjoyed it so far north of Williams Creek. I've never been this last stretch of Oonadatta track. So that's two things. And the third thing, of course, was I was going to go out and do some of the streets. Lucky bit we didn't get to do that. But anyway, that's all good. Bloody fantastic camping. I'm not quite in the Flinders Ranges anymore, but it's like the Flinders Ranges. These creeks that only run about 2 or 3 days of the year when it's in big flood, and they provide the fireballs for the fire. You know, camping on these is just heaven. Even though there's no water in the creek and probably hasn't been for 2 months, it's still nice feeling like you're facing the water. So yeah, it's really good. Really good camping up here. There's always plenty of firewood, plenty of room. No one's been past the road since I've been here for the last hour and a half, so you know it's nice and quiet and out of the way. I went to a couple of the tourist spots on the way up here today, and the caravans and grey nomads everywhere, so not my cup of tea. The more outback or into the back country I can get, the happier I am. I haven't been able to do as much as I'd like with the bike on the back, but there you go. Anyway, I'm going to sit back here and enjoy a beer, and I'll probably give it half an hour. I've got some nice lamb chops in the fridge. We'll cook those up. In the meantime, I'm going to enjoy the serenity. Going to the side cut and trying to avoid some of the corrugations up the hill. So yeah, that was a good camp spot. I just jumped on the bike and had a look over there where the old Garn goes through, and the old bridge, and you can't get to the old station up on top of the hill. That's in behind fences, but I've certainly got to have a look at the bridge. But there was a couple of graves over there, and I go, always makes me become a little bit circumspect, and I say, I wonder what their story was. I wonder where their home was, and you know how they ended up dead and buried on the side of a bloody railway line out in the middle of the South Australian outback. Yeah. So yeah, it's very interesting. But more ruins there. That's the Edwards Creek, so I assume it's the Edwards sighting or something like that. So yeah. But anyway, onwards and upwards, we'll head into Oonadatta. Got enough fuel to get to Marla, but I'll probably fuel up at Oonadatta just to cover my backside with a jerry can and the range on the tank, standard tank on the range. I get about 700k range, so pretty good range really. It's not too often that I need to take more than that. But if you're doing the canning stock route, or you know maybe you're going to float around in an area for a while, then you might take a second jerry, which would give me a 800, 850 range sort of thing. So yeah. But another beautiful day up here and beautiful camping. Dead quiet, a little bit of easterly breeze. I put the side awning up last night just because there's a little bit of a, so I'm going to say an easterly, or probably maybe a little bit of northeast, east or east or something. And so I put the side awning up, but as soon as it got dark the wind just went away, and yeah, just absolutely beautiful camping. The smoke's going straight up and doesn't get any better than that. No flies, no mozzies, and plenty of firewood, as I say. So yeah, very, very enjoyable camping. This is why I come out here. I love these spots, and in particular camping on those riverbeds, even though there's no water there. It's definitely psychological. It's like you're looking out over water. You just have to let your imagination run wild. But anyway, onwards and into Oonadatta and Marla, and then we'll probably end up jumping on the bike later. Well, probably tomorrow now. I need a shower. I haven't had a shower for 4 days, so I'm a bit stinky. Lucky no one else is in the car with me. And we'll have probably stay at the caravan park there and have a shower and load up for the morning, I'd say. In the times, I'm going to try and avoid corrugations. It's a lot of infrastructure to walk away from, isn't it? Have a look at that bridge. Still standing dead straight and walked up on there. Bloody beautiful. Good engineering. How many floods have been through there since it was built in the 1880s? So, yeah, great bit of engineering for the time. If ever you think it's flat out in the outback, certainly in South Australia anyway, you're so far wrong it's not funny. I can see mountain ranges from there all the way through there, all the way through there, all the way through there until they disappear behind this ridge line here. Mountain ranges as far as the eye can see. This is why you come to these areas, because you just think it's sandy desert or it's dead flat, bloody salt plains. It's just mountain range after mountain range coming out of Wigan Creek, you know. Sort of 20 or 30 k's out, you notice a mountain range. Oh, I didn't know there was mountain ranges out there. You drive past that one, another one pops up. And as I go further north, I'm seeing more and more and more mountain ranges. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Beautiful country. One thing's for sure, it's certainly not flat. Madness. Absolute madness. They cannot be mentally stable. They just can't. To ride you in to get a track on a push bike.